from Whispering Roots, and today I wanted to show you how easy it is to grow plants from seeds in your house just by using your own containers if you have a sunny window that you can use. And that's most of us. Today I'm going to show you how to grow some microgreens, but really you can grow any kind of seed that you want. I'm going to do a variety of spicy microgreen and a variety of mild microgreens. And these are great just to put on salads. You can sprinkle it on your eggs in the morning. You can put it on your sandwiches, sprinkle it in with your vegetables. A lot of different ways that you can use this. So we'll need our seeds. We also will need some grow media. I'm using coconut husk today, but you can use any sort of quality potting mix works. And then I just found some different containers that I had in my house. So this is just the bottom of a milk carton that I found. Here's just some disposable Dixie cups. I have a yogurt container. This is a smaller yogurt container. This had ice cream in it. And this is just one of those bowls that you can throw away after you're done using it, but we'll recycle it and use it to grow some plants today. And then, as always, you need some tape and a marker so that you can label your plant so that you know when you started growing the plant and what you grew. And then you need a spray bottle. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to label our containers. I put labels on all of my containers, and then I'm going to label whether I'm going to put spicy microgreens or mild microgreens in each of these containers. Now that you've labeled all of your containers, you're going to want to fill them all up with grow media. Make sure that you don't pack your media down. Plants like a lot of room to grow roots, so if you pack it down, you'll kind of crimp their style a little bit. Okay, so now that you have all of your pots filled and labeled, we're gonna go ahead and plant our seeds. Right here I have some spicy microgreens. I poured them in a plastic cup just to make it a little bit easier to control, and then I made sure that I washed and completely dried my hands before I started planting. So with the spicy microgreens and pretty much any plant that you would plant indoors like basil or herbs, mild microgreens, all you're going to do is really kind of sprinkle the top of the media, the growth media, and then you're just going to rub the seeds in, not push them in, but rub them in so they get good soil contact. This kind of signals to the seed that is ready to get growing. Okay, I'm done planting my spicy microgreens, and now I'm moving on to my mild microgreen variety. These are planted the exact same way, but before I started planting them, I wanted to make sure that I cleaned my cup out. I didn't want the spicy microgreens and the mild microgreens to get mixed in together. I also washed and dried my hands again, just in case I had some spicy microgreen seeds that stuck to my fingers. Close up to see what these look like. You can kind of tell they're a grayish color. Now that I have my seeds all planted and rubbed in so they have good soil contact, I want to make sure that they have plenty of water so that they can get a really good growing start before I put them in the windowsill. So I'm going to use a spray bottle just because it's gentler than just dumping water directly on the seeds. And then it's also a warmer temperature. Little baby seeds don't like to be shocked with cold water. So I'm going to use warm water, and I'm going to make sure that they're well hydrated. Now that I know that my seeds have plenty of water to start growing, I'm going to make sure that I move them into a windowsill or an area of my house that's really sunny. It doesn't need a whole day of sun, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a south-facing window. It just has to get about 5-6 hours of sun a day. One little trick I wanted to show you before you leave your microgreens just to growing by themselves is that you can put a layer of cling wrap, something that's clear, on top of your plant and just loosely put it there. This will do two things. It will keep your plant nice and warm, and it'll also keep it really hydrated so that you won't have to worry about it losing its moisture as much. You can leave this saran wrap on top of your plant until it starts to germinate. And then once they start germinating and you have several plants growing, you can take it off because you know that you've given it a good enough environment to start the germination process. I have my plants placed by my windowsill. My windowsill is an eastern facing window, and mine really only gets about 4 hours of direct sunlight a day, but I've had really good luck still growing plants. And you should really only have to wait a few days before you start seeing those seeds sprout into little tiny plants. All right, so our microgreens have been growing for about a week. You can see that for whatever reason, our spicy microgreen variety is growing a lot better than our mild microgreen variety, but we're still getting some fun growth out of both of them. If you would like to learn more about Whispering Roots, you can visit us at www.whisperingroots.org or join us on our Whispering Roots channel on YouTube called Whispering Roots TV. See you next time.